To save you the trouble of having to deal with the McDonald's burger shortage and obnoxious TikTokers sent by Cactus Jack himself,
Cactus Jack me.
I'm gonna show you how to make the highly coveted Mickey D's Travis Scott meal, but not with this. But with this.
What?
First, go to your favorite search engine.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
And search up Blender. Go to blender.org and download Blender. After we have Blender downloaded, we can just open it up from right here. And you should see a little welcome window like this. Just click to the side here. All right, you see this little cube right here? Yeah, we don't need it. So we're gonna click it, hit X on our keyboard, then click on delete. And boom, just like that, we have an empty viewport for us to make our project. Let's name this project something, shall we? We're gonna go to the top left, click on file, choose save as. I'm gonna title this something. We're just gonna keep it short, simple, sweet, you know the deal. Krabby Patty Mega Ultra Super Fantastic Deluxe Special 3000. Perfect. All right, the stage is set. So what are we making? Well, the Krabby Patty meal consists of a large Sprite, a medium fry with a side of barbecue sauce, and a quarter pounder with cheese, ketchup, mustard, lettuce, pickles, onions, and bacon. Not gonna lie, this sounds like a pretty typical McDonald's menu item, but who knows? We might have another Popeye's chicken sandwich situation on our hands. Alright, in order to make stuff in Blender, we gotta know how to move around, right? In order to rotate, you hold down your middle mouse button and you just click and drag like this. In order to zoom in, you just scroll with your middle mouse button. And in order to pan, you hold down shift on your keyboard and you hold down your middle mouse button and you just pan just like that. If you got a trackpad, then I'm pretty sure it's simple. Like pinching or something, right? To zoom in. Yeah. Alright, we're going to add a little floor to our scene here. Just gonna do shift and then A. And we have this little menu we can choose from. Gonna choose plane. And we have a nice looking floor to put our stuff on top of. We're gonna start off with the medium sprite first. In order to do that, we're gonna use a cylinder. So we're gonna do shift A again. Gonna choose cylinder. Alright, once we add our cylinder, we're going to scale it down a bit by pressing S on our keyboard and then just moving our mouse down. And this is a pretty good size right here. Then we're going to raise this cylinder up since it's inside our floor. So we're going to do G and then Z. This is going to allow us to move the cylinder on the Z axis. And there we go. Here we're just going to do G and Y, move it along the Y axis. Alright, the cup is pretty tall in the commercial, so I think we should make it a bit taller. So we're just going to do S and then Z to scale it up on the Z axis again. Pretty good height. Then G and Z to raise it up. And the cup isn't a perfect cylinder like this. It kind of just like it kind of just like goes diagonally down, like it pinches at the bottom, you know what I mean? Not like this big fat paper towel roll. So in order for this thing to pinch at the bottom, we need to go into edit mode. So to go into edit mode, we hit tab and we have all these little vertices pop up. So to make it pinch at the bottom, we're just going to select one of these vertices, hold down Alt, click it again, and boom, all of the vertices are lit, like my boy Travis Scott. That was a bad joke. And we're just gonna press S to scale it in some. This is a pretty good size right here. And we can jump out of edit mode by pressing tab again. So now we're back in object mode. Next, we can add a lid to this cup. I'm just gonna do shift A, go to mesh, then cylinder again. We're gonna scale it down, of course, because we don't want a humongous cylinder like this. We want a small little cylinder, right? I'm gonna get a top view of this. I'm gonna hit 7 on my keyboard so I can just drag it towards my other cylinder. And I'm going to get a right view, front view of it, my bad, by pressing 1 on my keyboard, and then GZ to raise this thing up. Nice. All right, so we have some toilet paper on our cup now, and we don't want it to look like that. We want to scale it down. So we're gonna click it, press S and then Z, and we're gonna scale this sucker down. Pretty decent size right here. Then we're gonna get a top view again and just press S to scale it up some more. Then we're going to bring it down on top of our cup by doing G and Z. Bring it down like that. And boom, just like that, we got a lid. Now let's add a straw. So I'm lazy. I'm not going to add another cylinder. What I am going to do though is I'm going to do shift and then D to duplicate this cylinder, and you may be wondering, hey, what's going on? I don't see anything. Well, the cylinder is inside the other cylinder. If you catch my drift, I don't know what kind of drift you'd have to catch, but the cylinder's inside the other cylinder. So we're just going to do G and Z to raise this up, and then we're going to do S and Z, scale it down to like the size of a straw, just like that, and then S and Z to scale it up like that, so it just goes through. And look at that, we have a Sprite cup. If you don't like these rough edges here, what we can do to this is we can make this smoother by right clicking on our selection and then choosing fade smooth, and looks very smooth to me. I think we can keep the lid the way it is. All right, the final step is just grouping these together. So we have this cylinder, click that, then hold down shift to select our lid and the straw. With all these selected, we're gonna press M on our keyboard, choose new selection. We're gonna call this soda. Like, it's like soda, but you know, hillbilly style.